Good morning to all the students. So, yesterday we have completed the discussion on the deletion part of a key in the leaf node of a B tree, right? So, how we are going to delete a key which is present as the leaf node in the B tree, that case we have seen, right? So, the case 1 has been completed, this one. So, if the target key is in the leaf node and there are few different cases we have, if the leaf node contains more than the minimum number of keys, then you can simply delete that key, right? And you rearrange the remaining elements in the ascending order. That is what we have done. And in the same case in 1.2 we have, if the leaf node, if the key is present in the leaf node, but if the leaf node contains minimum number of keys, right? What is the formula for minimum number of keys? Just to have a recap.
Ceil of m by 2 minus 1, sir.
Ceil of m by 2 minus 1. Super, right? So in this case what we will do is, we will borrow from the immediate left node, that is the left sibling, or we can borrow it from the immediate right node, which is also called as the right sibling. And if you can't borrow from the immediate left or the immediate right, then what you are doing, you are performing a merge operation. You are performing a merge operation with the parent, right? So this is how we have discussed with an example also. And in today's session we will discuss the concept of deleting a key which is present as the internal node, right? So we have three different cases here. The case 2.1 is, you can choose the in order predecessor, and the case 2.2 is, you can choose the in order successor, and case 2.3 is, if the in order predecessor and in order successor cannot be useful, that means we cannot make use of this in order successor and in order predecessor. That means the node is having the minimum number of keys. So if the node is having the minimum number of keys, then that node cannot give its element to its parent node. So in such case what we will do is, we will again make use of the merge operation, right? So these are the three cases which we are going to discuss in today's session, right? So this is the B tree which we have taken in yesterday's class. What is the order of this B tree? What we have taken yesterday, that is
5,
m
sir.
is equal to 5, right? So the minimum number of children will be, m by 2, ceil of m by 2, which is 3, and the minimum keys is, as you told, that it is ceil of m by 2 minus 1, which is 2. So this is what we have discussed, and in yesterday's class we have deleted 64. So this is this element we have deleted, which is present in the leaf node, and after that we have removed 23. This is also in the leaf node case only, and 72 we have deleted. This is also the case of leaf node, and then 65. Where is 65? Here, 65, and finally we have deleted 20 here. So these are all the 5 elements which we have deleted to explain the concept of deleting a key from the leaf node. So after deletion, after deleting them completely, so after deleting these keys, the resultant B tree which we got is this one, right? So in today's session what we are going to do is, we are going to discuss how we are going to delete a key from the internal node, right? So let us take the keys as 70. First we will delete 70, and then we will take the 95, and then 77, and then 80, and then 100. So in this order we try to delete it. Right. Just give me 1 minute. So in this order we try to delete the keys. So what is the first element I am going to delete here?
70, sir.
70. In order to perform the delete operation, what is the primary operation you have to do?
Searching, sir.
Search operation. So you search for this 70 whether it is present in the B tree or not. If it is present, where it is situated? Is it located in the internal node or is it located in the leaf node? That is what we have to discuss, right? So go on searching, compare this search key 70 with the first key of the root node. As I told that the search operation always starts with the root node only, right? So 70 compared with 80, and since 70 is less than 80, you have to go this path. You have to take this path. And again you start the search key comparing with the first key. So 70 compared with 10. Since 70 is greater than 10, move to its left hand side, right hand side. Again make a comparison of 70 with 50. Since 70 is greater than 50, you move to its right hand side. Compare. Here you have found that 70 is there, right? So after the search is successful, what is that you have to do? After search is successful, what is that you have to do?
Checking whether it has minimum keys or not, sir.
Right. You have to check whether that particular key is present as the internal node or present in the leaf node, right? So 70 is present in the internal node, right? This is internal node. You are clear about what is internal node and what a leaf node is, right? So 70 is a key which is present in the internal node. So you have to make use of the concept which is called as the in order predecessor. You might have seen the concept of this in order, pre-order and post-order in the case of BSTs. What is BST?
Binary search tree, sir.
Binary search tree, right? So my simple question is, for example, if we have a BST and if you are asked to get the elements in the in order, so what is the order you will get? In order traversal means?
Left.
Right. What is the in order? What is the in order? What is the in order traversal?
Left subtree, root, and then right subtree.
Right. You have to traverse the left subtree and then you have to process the root and then you have to traverse the right subtree. Right. So if you go according to these instructions and according to the definition of BST, what are all the elements towards the left hand side of the root node? Are they less than or greater than?
Less than, sir.
These are less than. What about the elements towards the right hand side of BST?
Greater than or equal.
Greater than or equal to. Super, right? So when you are traversing the entire left subtree, that means you are going to traverse the lesser elements first. And what about the BST root? It is in between these lesser elements and the greater elements. So first you are going to traverse the lesser elements and then you are going to process the root and then you are going to traverse the greater than or equal to elements. So what order we will get? We will get the ascending order or descending order?
Ascending order, sir.
Ascending order. Super, right? Why? Because we are processing the less values first and then the root and then the greater values, right? So you will get the elements starting from the lowest value and you keep on increasing. So the rightmost element will be the highest element and the leftmost element will be the lowest element. So this is the order of the ascending order. So this is the internal property. Nobody tells you that the in order traversal of a binary search tree will be giving you the ascending order, right? So we have seen another concept of constructing a BST, right? It's not BST, it is binary tree, right? Construction of binary tree we have seen by making use of traversals. So how many traversals are required in order to successfully construct a binary tree?
Two traversals, sir.
Two traversals are required. One is the in order traversal and the second one is it can be the pre-order traversal or it can be the post-order traversal. This concept we have discussed earlier, right? So if you are constructing a binary tree, listen carefully, if you are constructing a binary tree, then the questions should consist of two orders. It is mandatory that the questions should consist of two orders. One is the in-order traversal and the second one is the pre-order traversal. But this concept of constructing a tree from the traversals can be applied to BSTs also. So when you are given a question on construction of binary search tree using the traversals, listen carefully. He will be giving, the author will be giving either the pre-order or post-order. Only one order will be given, right? He won't give the in-order traversal. Can anybody tell me what is the reason? Right. So these are all the questions we will get from get in the competitive examination. So if you go for the GATE examination, then you will get such type of question. Right. So you will be asked to construct a binary search tree, or a question may be like this: you will be given a pre-order traversal of the BST, and you are asked to find out the post-order traversal. You will have 4 choices, multiple choice questions, and by you making use of one pre-order or one traversal, you cannot construct a BST. You cannot construct a binary tree, but by using one traversal, you can construct a BST by making use of the property of the in-order traversal of the BST. So the in-order traversal of the binary search tree will be giving the result as the ascending order. So if you are given a pre-order or a post-order traversal, you take the pre-order traversal or the post-order traversal and you arrange the elements in the ascending order. So if you arrange the elements in the ascending order, it is nothing but the in-order traversal, right? So you got the in-order traversal, you have the pre-order or post-order traversal. Now can you construct the BST?
Yes, sir.
Right. So that is the point you have to remember while you are constructing a binary tree or you are constructing a binary search tree using different traversal techniques. Very important, right? So in order to construct a binary tree from different traversal techniques, it is mandated that you should be given 2 different traversals. One should be the in-order and the other should be the pre-order or post-order. But if you are going to construct a binary search tree, right, you are given only one order, that is either a pre-order or post-order, and by making use of the property of the in-order traversal of the BST, which results in the ascending order, you have to arrange the elements in the ascending order and you have to take that order as the in-order traversal. So is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you why I am discussing about this in-order, all these things, right? Now tell me, again come back to our topic of interest, that is the B trees. So when you are going to delete an element which is present inside the internal node, you have to replace that node either with the in-order predecessor or the in-order successor. Now tell me what is the in-order predecessor and what is the in-order successor, right? For example, I have the elements like this, I have the elements 20, 30, 40, 60, 70 and 80. Let us assume that this is the in-order traversal, right? Now tell me, for this element 40, what is the in-order predecessor? Predecessor means which comes before that element. 30, right? Super. And what is the in-order successor? Successor is the element which comes after that element.
60, sir.
It is 60. So this is successor and this is predecessor, right? So this is in order of a BST. That is the reason why I have given the elements. I have listed the elements in the ascending order. Now, does B tree have any relationship with the BST?
Yes, sir. All the left children are less than parent
Right.
node, and all the right
So
children
in the
are.
starting class itself, I told that the B tree is a generalized binary search tree. That means you have to arrange the elements in the ascending order, where the elements in the left hand side will be less than the key element and the elements towards the right hand side are greater than the key element, right? So if it is clear, we can move forward.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Right. So 70 is the key which is present as the internal node. So this 70 should be replaced either with the in order successor or the in order predecessor or in order successor. Anything you can take, right? So if in order predecessor is not possible, then you can go for the in order successor. So if in order successor is not possible, you can go for the in order predecessor. If both of them is not possible, then there is a special case where you have to perform the merge operation. That we will discuss it later, right? So let us go with the first case, that is 2.1 in our algorithm. The case 2.1 is the in order predecessor. So therefore the key which is present in the internal node should be replaced with the in order predecessor. So in order predecessor means the element which is the largest in the left hand side is called as the in order predecessor, right? So what is the left side element for 70? What is the left child for 70? This entire node.
51, 52, 66.
Right, this entire node which consists of the keys as 51, 52, 60 and 68. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the in order predecessor is the largest element in the left child or in the left branch. So what is the largest element?
68, sir.
68.
68, sir.
Now you have to replace this 70 with this 68. That means you have to push this 68 and place it in the position of 70, right? Right. By moving the in order predecessor, it is not going to change the properties of the B tree. You can observe here that still the elements which are towards the left side of 68 are less than 68 and the elements towards the right hand side of 68 are greater than 68. So there is no change in the B tree property. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So we'll go with the next element, the deletion of the next element, which I am taking it as 95. In order to perform the deletion operation, you have to first set that element. So if you remove this 95, that means you have to compare it with the root element. So 95 compared with 80, you have to move to the right hand side. Since there are no elements, you have to set 95 in the right subtree, this one. So my pointer is pointing to this location. Compare 95 with 90. Since it is greater than, go to its right hand side element and compare 95 with the second key of this internal node. Here I have found the element 95 and I identified that 95 is located as the internal node of the B tree, right? So what is the case? If it is internal node, either you can go it for the in order predecessor or either you can go it for the in order successor. So let us go with the in order predecessor. So if you want to find the in order predecessor, what you have to do? You have to go for the left hand side child. What is the left child of 95? This node.
92 and 93.
92 and 93. So what is the in order predecessor here?
93, sir.
In order predecessor is there, right? But listen carefully. Even we will go to the previous case, right? For deletion of 70. So for deletion of 70, we are replacing 70 with the in order predecessor, which is present as the element in the leaf node. Am I right or not? Where this 68 is present earlier?
Node, sir.
In the leaf node. So we are deleting 68 here. So for the deletion of internal nodes, you have to consider the deletion of the leaf nodes also. So 68, if you want to delete 68, you cannot delete it as it is. You have to apply the different cases that are applicable for the deletion of leaf node in the B tree. Right. So 68 should be deleted. What is the case here? 68 is identified as the leaf node, that as the key that is present in the leaf node, and after identifying that the key is present in the leaf node, you have to check whether that leaf node is having the minimum number of keys or not. it is having more than the minimum number of keys, which is equal to 2, right? Minimum number of keys is 2. Since it is equal, it is a simple operation where you are just pushing this 68, right? Where you are deleting this 68 and placing it into 70. That is the case, right? But here in this case of removing 95, when I go to the left hand side of 95, I found that there are only 2 keys present in that particular node, and it is the minimum number of keys. So this node cannot donate its key. Why? Because it is having the sufficient exact minimum keys it is having. So it is not possible to donate the element. So in this case, what it will do is it will go for the in-order successor, right? So what do you mean by in-order successor?
Right side.
Right side. So when we want to find the right side in-order successor, you have to go towards its right hand side. Sorry, 1 minute. You have to go towards its right hand side. So this is the right hand side node I have, right? But when you are finding the in-order successor, you have to make, or you have to choose the lowest element from the right hand side. So what is the lowest element in the right hand side?
100, sir.
100. Therefore you have to replace 95 with 100. But before replacing, you can identify that this particular node where I want to delete this 100 is having more than minimum number of keys. So it can donate the keys to this parent, right? So you have to replace this 95 with 100. And what happens here? You have to arrange them in the ascending order. Therefore the first key becomes 110 and the second key becomes 111. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
So the
Yes, sir.
second case also we are done. We are done with the second case, where we are asking or we are requesting or the in-order successor is going to be replaced with the key which you want to delete. Now let us take the third case where I want to delete this 77. First of all, you have to search whether this 77 is present in the B tree or not. Okay, I start my search with 77 comparing with the first key of the root node, 77 compared with 80. Since 77 is less than 80, I take this path and my pointer is pointing to this node. Again I start the search operation from the first key, that is 10 compared with 77. Since it is greater than, check it with the second element, 50 compared with 77. Since it is greater than, check it with the third key, 68 compared with 77. Since it is greater than, go for the fourth key. Therefore 77 compared with 77, I have found a match. So here I identified that 77 is present in the B tree and 77 is the element that is present as the key in the internal node, right? So in such case you have to go for this in order or in order predecessor or in order successor, right? So let us go with the in order predecessor. So what is the in order predecessor of this 77?
75, sir.
75. But can I replace this 75 with 77?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Why? Because if this node donates this 75 to this parent node, it is not satisfying the minimum key property, right? So it does not happen. So go for the in order successor. What is the in order successor of 77?
78, sir.
78. So now can I replace 77 with 78?
No, sir.
It is not possible, right? So in such case what you have to do is you have to merge this node with the parent, right? So the left subtree, the parent and the right subtree should be merged this way, right? So what is the merge operation you have to do? Merge operation is nothing but you bring this 70, you place this left hand side elements 73, 75, and you bring this parent element down in the downward direction, and you place the elements 78 and 79 which are the right elements to 77 like this, and now you have to remove this 77. So total how many elements are there now?
4, sir.
4. So I have to make these 4 elements as a single node, right? So what happens after this one? This 77 is removed and there is only one node. This is removed, right? What happens to this one? After 77 I have 78,
78 and
and
79.
after 78 I have 79. So like this. Sorry, this is 79.
Sir, 79, sir.
Right. So this is how you have to do it. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Right. So and the next case which we are going to discuss is how to remove 80. Right. So you have to perform the search operation. So 80 compared with the first key of the root node. Here we have a match. Right. Here you have a match. So 80 is present as the element in the internal node. Is the root node internal node or not?
Internal node only, sir.
Internal node only, right? Now what you have to do? If it is an internal node, you have to go for the in-order successor or in-order predecessor, right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So let us go with the in-order predecessor. Now it is a very good logic you have to apply. So what is the in-order predecessor of 80?
$79, sir.
79, sir.
Super, right? It is 79. Most of us we will think that 68. Why? Because we will be considering the left child only, right? I told that the in-order predecessor is the largest element in the left subtree. So what is the left subtree? You have to consider this entire tree, left subtree. Not that you have to consider only the left child. So out of all these trees, out of all these elements, which is the in-order predecessor? It is 79. That means which is the
79.
largest element I have here? It is 79. So I replace this 79 with this. I replace this 80 with 79. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So we'll go with the other element, which is 100. Now I want to remove the 100 element. Right. Compare this 100 with the first key of the root node, which is 79 compared with 100. Since it is greater than and there are no elements towards its right hand side, I go and search in the right child. Again 100 compared with 90, since it is greater than, compare it with the second key of this node, which is 100 compared with 100. Now I have identified that 100 is present as the key in the internal node. So in case of internal node, what you have to do?
In order predecessor or in order successor, sir.
Super, right? You have to go for the in order predecessor or in order successor. So what happens to this in order predecessor? This is the node which is having the in order predecessor. What is the in order predecessor of 100?
93, sir.
It is 93. Can I donate this one to 100 to replace 100? No.
No, sir.
And then you have to go for the in order successor. What is the in order successor? You have to consider the lowest value in this node. So it is 110. But can I donate this 110 to replace 100?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, right? So what is that you have to do? The case 3. What is the case 3 we have done? We have to perform
Merging, sir.
a merge operation. Listen carefully. Listen. So how do you perform the merge operation? You place the left hand side elements and you place the parent node and you place the right hand side elements and then you delete this element. So a node should be created with both the left hand side elements and the right hand side elements. So this is the node that is created. So this 100 is removed here, and 1 minute. So after 92 and 93, what is that I get here? It is 110 followed by
And 111.
111, right? But here if you observe this point, particular situation, this internal node is having only one key. Can an internal node or a leaf node can have less than the minimum number of keys?
No, sir.
No, it is violating, right? But here you can observe that root is having only one key. Is it the correct property or not?
Yes, sir.
So
Root
in
is on
a
minimum
B
onwards.
tree, the root can have one minimum key and two minimum children. That is a B tree property, right? So it is not violating. But this 90 is an internal node. This node is an internal node, and it is having only a single key. But according to the properties of B trees, it should have, since this order I have taken it as 5, it should have the minimum keys as 2, right? So in such case, what you have to do?
Borrowing from immediate.
Super, right? You have to apply the properties of borrowing. So you have to borrow it from the immediate sibling, immediate left sibling, or from the immediate right sibling. Since this node does not have any immediate right sibling, you have to, it is mandatory that you should borrow it from the immediate left sibling only, right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Separate tree-లో కూడా minimum number of elements ఉంటాయి, sir.
Then you have to perform the merge operation,
Okay, sir.
right? So the left sibling consists of 3 keys. So it is able to donate it to its sibling, right? So as I told in the yesterday's class, the donation of one key from the sibling does not happen directly. It should happen through the parent only. This way it should happen. So what is that you have to do? You have to push this 68 towards its parent, and you have to push down this 79 to place it in the this node, right? So what happens here? Tell me what happens here.
79 forward by
79 and 90, sir.
It is 79 and it becomes 90, right? And what happens here?
68, sir.
What happens here? It is 68, right? Now it is not completed, right? We have just moved it, but what happens to this element? What happens to the right child of 68? Since 68 right child is having the elements, they should be placed as the right child of 68 here itself, right? These all the elements should be moved towards its right hand side of 68. But here if you observe here, that you have to make modifications such that, listen carefully, sorry. One minute. So 79 is here, and here we have 90, right? So we have to move all the elements of the right child of 68 as the right child of 68 only. But here I have already the node which is present as the right child. So you have to place this element as the left child of 79. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now you can see here that it is not violating the properties. The left hand side elements of 79 are less than 79, which is 73, 75 and 78, and the right hand side elements of 79 or the left hand side elements of 90 are having 81, 82 and 89, and the right hand side elements of 90 are 92, 93, 110 and 111. It is satisfying. Is it right or not?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this particular deletion of 100 completes the entire discussion on the deletion of a key from the B tree. Every case is declared. As I told that it is time to acknowledge the video which I have listened. So it is from Jenny's lectures where I have used this particular B tree, but explanation is myself only, right? So I should acknowledge. Why? Because she has taken a B tree in such a way that it explains each and every case. So that is the reason why I have chosen the same B tree and I have explained it in the same order which she has done, right? So is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. In all the cases we are completed. So this is end of the deletion of the B tree, but there are something to explain, right? So let us go with the deletion of this 6, 26, 60, 16 and 50 also. We will see what happens. Why we are going to explain it means, what is the next element which I am going to delete?
6, sir.
It is 6.
Delete, sir.
So you have to set this 6 whether it is present in the B tree or not, and I have identified that 6 is as the leaf node and it is having more than the minimum number of keys. So you can directly remove this 6. So what is the next element that I am going to remove?
27, sir.
27, right? Right. 27. Again I found that 27. Again I found that 27 is
Leaf
present
node,
as
sir.
the leaf node and it is having the minimum more than the minimum number of keys, so I just delete it. What is the next element?
60, sir.
60, sir.
60. And again I found this 60 as the last leaf node, and this node is having more than the minimum number of keys, just remove it. What is the next element?
15, sir.
So after this it is 64 and it is 16, right? Right. So 60 also I found it as the leaf node, and since it is having more than minimum number of keys, I just delete it. Now take the case of removing or deleting the element 50. So I found that 50 is the element which is present inside the internal node, right? So I have to use the in order predecessor or in order successor. Is it right or not?
But in this case, it is
But
not
there is
possible.
no in order predecessor or in order successor. So what you have to do?
Merge, sir.
You
14,
have to
15,
merge
15,
it.
become 52.
So what is that you have to merge? The left child, parent and the right child. So after merging, what happens here? So 51 and 52 comes here, right? I told you about the merge operation, right? Place the left hand side elements, place the root node, place the right hand side elements, and you remove it, and you form a new node with the left elements and the right elements. So this is what I got. Is it clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
But here you can observe one more point. Right. So this internal node is not having the minimum number of keys, which is 2. So in such case, what you have to do? You have to go for the borrowing concept. Either you have to borrow it from the immediate left child or from the immediate right child. So here I don't have any immediate left sibling, and I have the immediate right sibling, but it does not have the minimum. It is having the minimum number of keys. It does not have more keys to donate to me. So in such case, what is that I told? You have to perform the merge operation. Is it clear, Ajay? I think your doubt is clear now.
Yes, sir.
Right. So you have to perform a merge operation. What is the merge operation? You have to merge the left child, parent and the right child. So how is it you are going to do? 10, 68, 79 and 90. Here you cannot remove the elements, right? This is not deletion, this is just a merge operation you are performing. So the new node that is formed will be consisting of these 4 elements, that is 10, 68, 79 and 90. Right. So if I put this particular if I merge these elements, so you can observe here that what is the height of this tree now, right now?
2, sir.
It is 2,
sir.
right?
2, sir.
Somebody says that it is 3 and someone says that it is 2 only. It depends on the level, right? But h is equal to 2 is correct. But if I merge these elements, the left node and the root node and the right node, what is that I am getting? I am getting,
1, sir. Level 1.
for example, what is that I get?
Right.
I get the 10, 68 and then 79 and 90 like this. I remove this node. Right. So I have to replace, sorry. This is replaced and this becomes, sorry. This becomes the right child and this is right child and this is right child. So now what is the height here?
1, sir.
It is only
1, sir.
1, right? So in the deletion operation, the height of the B tree can shrink, right? Similarly, in the insertion operation, the height may expand. It will obviously expand, right? If you keep on inserting the elements, the height will expand, and in the deletion, the height may shrink, right? So this is all about the deletion operation from the B trees, right? I think I have explained each and every point from the deletion operation. Is it clear?
Clear, sir.
Clear,
So
sir.
to have a quick recap of what this B tree is, now it is your turn to answer. What is a B tree?
Generalized binary H tree, sir.
Right, 1 minute. So a B tree is a generalized BST, binary search tree. Okay, what is the next point? Anybody other than Ajay?
Elements in sorted order, sir.
Super. Elements in sorted order. What about the next one?
Mates must have more than 2 children, sir.
Okay, all the elements in the leaf nodes. See, sorry, all the elements got. All the leaves are at same level. Right. Next, what is the properties you are saying? You have to say about the order, right? Order. Based upon the order, we have lot of properties. If order is taken as M, you have to explain the maximum child. What is the maximum child if the order is M?
M, sir.
M, sir.
M, sir.
What is the minimum number of children node we have?
Ceal of M by 2.
Ceal of M by 2.
M by 2. What is the minimum child nodes for root?
2, sir.
Sir.
Super. Right. Similarly, in case of keys, what is the maximum number of keys a node can have?
M minus 1, sir.
M minus 1. What is the minimum number of keys can a node have?
Ceal of M by 2 minus 1.
Ceal of M by 2.
Ceal of M by
minus
2
1.
minus.
What is the minimum keys for a root?
1, sir.
Only 1. Right. And why do we use this B trees?
To reduce disk latency, sir.
To reduce the disk latency. Right. It is better that you explain this instead of disk latency. This is also the correct answer only, but it is better that you explain it in terms of the complexities of the operations, right? What are the operations we have discussed here?
Insertion and deletion in logarithmic complexities.
Insertion, search, and deletion. Sir.
Deletion and search also we have done, right?
Sir.
All these operations will be done in the logarithmic time. So to achieve the complexities of the insertion, deletion and search operation in the logarithmic time, we are making use of bit trees. The importance of this bit tree is it maintains the minimum height. Right. Since it is maintaining the minimum height, it is very easy to access the elements, or it takes less time to access the elements. So the insertion, deletion and search operation operates in the logarithmic time. So majorly this bit trees concept is used under which concepts? It is
Operating system.
operating system, and you can use it in
Database management
databases,
systems.
and you can use it in files also, right? When you are storing the elements, or when you are storing the records, or when you are storing the files inside the secondary memory, which is called as disk. In such case, if you arrange the records in the bit tree, then you are going to reduce the disk latency. When you are going to reduce the disk latency, then this is what is going to happen. Insertion, deletion and search happens in the logarithmic time. Right. So we have seen the insertion operation, deletion operation. Now tell me, what is that you have to do in the insertion operation?
Insertion should be from the leaf levels.
Insertion should always happen at the leaf node. Very important point, right? Insertion should always happen at leaf node. What are the conditions you have to check? You have to check the conditions of the max child and max keys for each and every node, right? And coming to the deletion, deletion can happen in the leaf node, or it can happen in the internal node also, right? And what are the conditions you need to check here? You have to check for the
Minimum child.
criteria of minimum
keys, sir.
children and the criteria for minimum keys. This is very important. Is it clear up to this point?
Clear, sir.
So we have discussed in-depth discussions on the complete bit trees concept, starting from the definition and then the properties and the purpose of this bit trees, along with an illustration with an example for these insertion, deletion operations, right? And search operation also we have done. So this is end of the topic bit trees, and this is end of today's session. And in the next class or in the next session, we will start with a new topic on AVL trees, right? So thank you one and all. This is end of today's session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.